the officials today. Really appreciate it.
Okay, Billy Bob runs outside and gets his head thrown off by Johnny.
I did.
So you can't talk.
That is. That actually is Varsity.
Aloha Westlake! Please welcome the 2023 edition of the Westlake High School Demon Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Mrs. Hillary Patriot and Mr. Joe Fudali. Our percussion instructor is Emma Sobakul, and the auxiliary advisors are Rachel Stenger and Tia Salamalekis. Our band officers this year are President Alex Spring, Vice President Caleb McCann, Secretary Alex Moreno, and Treasurer Audrey Morrison. Our teamettes are led by captains Eva Jalepas and Maya Zanati. The debonair captains are Anna Renziak and Annalise Thompson. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the Westlake High School alma mater.
Here comes the youth football team. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and football fans. The Board of Education, Superintendent Scott Goggin, Principal Rob Wood, and Athletic Director Nick Brunello extend to each of you a cordial welcome to UH St. John's Stadium, home of Demon Pride. Tonight's game is brought to you by University Hospitals and St. John's Medical Center, the sole provider for all of Demon athletics, sports injuries. Westlake High School and Rhodes School of Environmental Studies are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by the rules and regulations as set forth by the association and conference to maintain high standards of good sportsmanship. In order to make tonight's contest as enjoyable as possible, please represent
All right, welcome
your
to
school
the second edition of Westlake High School football. The Demons take on the Rhodes
Please
Rams.
show respect and
Demons come
courtesy
in
for your fellow fans,
1-0, and
the
the Rams come in at
officials,
0-1.
the
Rhodes
coaches,
last two
and the players.
lost to Gates Mills
Please remember,
Gilmore Academy
respect the
49-7,
game.
and Westlake, as many of you know,
Tonight's
beat
officials
Midview
are
42-28. It's going to be a little bit different for
James
Rhodes now. They're not
Ivory,
going to be as much of a run-heavy offense.
umpire,
It's going to be a spread offense. They love to throw the ball deep, and a lot of their guys that they like to throw it to is Connor Flores and Tyshawn Lane, as well as their other wide receivers. Number one, and I think we get a name on that number one. Also,
Dinero
Higdon. Dinero Higdon, Davion Hughes are guys to watch for Rhodes. On defensive side, they run a four-man front, a lot more aggressive, or I shouldn't say a lot, but a little bit more aggressive than Midview was at the line of scrimmage. I talked to a lineman before the game. He said he's going to have to adjust to that four-man front. They run a 4-2-5.
Here comes the
defense.
kickoff. It was a nice little screwable kick to number 14 or 24, running on the left-hand side. He is taken down by 44. Tyler McDonald.
Tyler McDonald, a senior, one of the many seniors. All right, here comes Victor Pratt. Played against Westlake last year. Had a decent day throwing the ball. As Rhodes Rams will take over first and 10 from the 30. Line up in a spread offense. They love to throw the ball deep. So Westlake secondary is going to have to be on top of it.
Yeah, just to say, we have three wide. Dinero Higdon on the line up on the left-hand side. Here comes the handoff to number one, and he is just absolutely
There was nothing.
brutalized. Stopped by number 73, Mohammed Assad.
And Assad gave him no room to run. Of course, Assad was active last week. Also plays offensive guard for Westlake. Great job tackling him at the line of scrimmage. Dinero Higdon makes it a second down and 10 for Rhodes. This is what they struggled against. One of the things they struggled with, or second 11, my apologies. Many things they struggled with last week against Gilmore.
Comes the handoff. It's going to be a nice pass play. QB is forced in the backyard. And it's be an incomplete throw, number 23, Cortez Yancey.
Yancey, one of the players that they expect to step up big this year for Rhodes, one of their many new offensive pieces, as they lost players like Deshaun Coleman to graduation last year. Rhodes went 4-5, 4-2 in the Senate, made it to the playoffs, and lost to Barberton in the first round, 35-6.
Three wide, two on the right-hand side, shotgun play. It's another pass. Looking and looking, and nobody's there. He's going to run to the outside. Ran out of bounds.
Juan Figueroa, I'm sorry. Is it Okay, so I do apologize if I confused anybody. Apparently it was Figueroa that was on the carry and took the snap under center. So I do apologize there. But again, 4th down, and really what they want, Westlake wanted, you're going to kick it to ever dangerous Cooper Rummel. As Rhodes will kick it off, punt it away, and a 3 and out.
Yeah, it's okay. Cooper in the back. Here comes the punt. Gonna take it. He is stopped by number 26, Darrell Levante, but there is a. Oh, never mind. He was stopped by Darrell Levante.
Yeah, Darrell and Dre Walsh are the guys that you really got to watch for on this Rhodes defense. Welch also can play quarterback if he needs to, but he's a really good ball-hawking cornerback. Darrell Vallette, I think it is.
Four wide. Matthew Celli is sitting on his hand hip. Here comes the snap. It's going to be a pass play, number 20, Caden Cole, and he just comes right out of his hands.
Yeah, that's something that Caden's going to have to go off of here. He's going to have to improve on that as practice. He had a drop pass last week, had a drop pass this week. Still plenty of time for him to obviously adjust to that, but that's something he's going to have to work on. Rhodes runs a 4-2-5 defense. They got 5 defensive backs, two linebackers, and 4 defensive linemen.
Yep, 4 wide, 3 on the left-hand side. Here, stoppage of play. There is flag down. It's going to be a false start on the offense.
Also, something to note, Rhodes has had a problem with penalties. That has dated back to last year and last week. So we'll see if Westlake's a little extra aggressive, especially on the passing plays, trying to entice some penalties.
Rhodes with a lot of people in the back. So again, 4 wide. Matthew Cuccelli sitting on the right-hand hip with Boucher. Here comes the snap. It's going to be a pass to Cooper Rummel on the left-hand side. Just caught. Running up the left-hand side, and he's forced out around the 49-yard line.
So we got past the original line of scrimmage. Call that a game about, 8?
We're going to look. Gain of 9.
9 yards, yes. So 2nd down and 6 here for the Demons.
3rd and 6.
For 3rd and 6. I apologize.
Yep. Sorry about that. Is it 3rd and 6? I feel like it's 2nd and 6.
Oh, it was 2nd and 6.
It was 2. 3 wide again. Matthew Cuccelli on the right side. Here comes snap. It's going to be a deep pass. It's going to be to Cooper Rummel. It's going to be caught for the 1st down. And he's just swarmed by Rhodes guys. Ball was caught on the 38-yard line of Rhodes.
Well, and that's what the problem is if you're Rhodes with a 4-2-5 defense. It's man-to-man coverage all over the place. If somebody gets free for Westlake, they're going to have some fits trying to cover him, as Rummel did right there. He had a big game against Rhodes in Warrensville Heights last year, too. So he's certainly no stranger to playing against these guys.
Here comes the snap. It's going to be another pass. Caught by number 3 and gainage of 4 yards. 4.
Bashir, just nice little easy pass to Kelly.
Yeah, Chase Kelly caught the ball.
Made a name for himself last week as well, making a couple big plays. What we kind of see from Westlake is they're not afraid to go deep. They really love these short, intermittent passes.
And as you just said, here comes a flag. It's behind Rhodes.
Well, and we talked about the penalties that they have had against them, really dating back to last week, and that's something that they really have to work on, making a 2nd and 6, a 2nd down and 1. Now Westlake has the whole playbook open to them, but with the 4-2-5, they're really good at stopping the short passing game. So it'll be interesting to see if Westlake wants to air it out a little bit more to kind of loosen up the DBs off the line of scrimmage.
Well, they definitely have gone a lot more passing than they did already for last game. I
Yeah.
think all their plays have been passing so far. So
Yeah.
then, 4 wide, here comes the snap. It's going to be another pass. Looking and looking. Thrown to Cooper Rummel, but just hit the ground right out of his hands.
Yeah, that's kind of a bad luck thing there as Brashear tried to hit Rummel. Looked like he caught it, but it just hit the ground, making the 3rd down and short. Now expect Rhodes to bring everybody up to the line of scrimmage right now on this 3rd down and 1. Rhodes competes in the Senate Conference, a Cleveland area conference.
Snap's going to hand off to Porcelli. He's going to run up the middle. He's going to be close for a first down.
I think he got it. They might give it to him. Let's see.
He did indeed get the first down.
Yep. Nothing too simple or sneaky there. Just getting that first down. Great job. I'll be interested to see, too, if they really want to attack this Rhodes defensive lineman after a few passing plays. I want to see if they're going to use Porcelli a little bit more on the ground.
As you just said, another flag on the Rhodes. This one was caused by number 75, Alex Harris.
Harris, one of their key returning offensive starters, really good offensive lineman as well as the end. And again, Rhodes just self-inflicted wounds on them right now. Yeah, really.
Ball's on the 27 of Rhodes' yard line.
Make sure to tell me.
Yeah, okay. Hand off to Porcelli, running on the right-hand side up the middle. And he is just swarmed by Rhodes.
Swarmed by a bunch of Rhodes players there. I don't know. Would you call them a pack of Rams? I don't know. I don't really know what their group names are, but whoever it was, Alex Harris did a great job of penetrating the Westlake offensive line, shedding his blocks, and forcing Porcelli to the ground for a minimal gain.
Still first down.
About a 5-yard gain. But Harris did a great job closing quickly.
Oh, a bad snap, but it's still into Matthew Porcelli's hands. Right out the middle, but he is still swarmed by a pack of Rams.
Well, that was kind of a broken play from the start.
Yeah.
It's usually Platts made the tackle.
It was a bad snap to Brasheari, and it just so happened to bounce right in Porcelli's hands that he got away with it. But it was only a gainage of 3 yards.
Yeah, and that could have gone a lot worse. So Westlake is pretty lucky to just get away with that one, period, let alone get positive yardage.
So we got 4 wide, 3 on the left-hand side. Matthew Porcelli sitting on the right-hand hip. Taking our time. Here comes the snap. It's going to be another pass play. He's looking, and he's going to be Chase Kelly, who is wide open in the end zone.
We talked about their corners on an island. You can't lose anybody, especially with the player with the caliber of Kelly there. And the Rhodes defense kind of lost him in the haze, and he got into the end zone for the Westlake touchdown. And just like that, Westlake offense leads a very good drive down the field, and they're up by 6. Really don't think you could have drawn that up any better there, Brogan.
I don't know. I think it's a good start. They're definitely relying more on their passing plays than they have been than last game.
Well, yeah, and that's partly because of the 4 down defensive linemen. With 4-2-5, you generally see 6 or 7 guys up at the line of scrimmage at a time. So, and that really, as Westlake just showed, can exploit man-to-man coverage over the top and wherever you need it to go, as Brasheari just showed right there.
Yep. Extra was good, so the Demons take the lead 7-0 with 7:06 left in the first quarter. Well, it should be interesting on how Rhodes responds with this. Hopefully they get some passing or even running plays in.
I think they would, yeah. They certainly got a big running back there, 6 foot 215. So they certainly got the size to do it. As far as the backs are concerned, I'll be interested too, Brogan, to see how well Westlake's defense does against the secondary with the likes of Denaro Higdon and Davion Hughes in Rhodes' offense.
Well, as we already talked about, Muhammad Assad's already made a name for himself last week, and he already made a really big play today. So I think he'll be one of the key players for defense today.
He certainly will be. He'll be probably responsible for getting into the backfield and wreaking havoc on that offensive line. Really a big guy that could really cause problems.
Yeah, so Davion Hughes is in the back for Rhodes. All right. Here comes the kickoff. A nice straight kick. Davion's running up in the middle. He is just stopped by the pack of demons at around the 19-yard line of Rhodes.
Yeah, and that's really good there. Hughes is really the go-to guy as far as returns is concerned. Great job by Westlake pinning him back inside the 20-yard line.
I do not know yet. They haven't lined up yet.
Palka made this tackle there. Now Rhodes is going to get it here first and 10 from inside their own 20, about the 19-yard line to be exact.
Oh, 17-yard line for Rhodes.
For 17, yeah. So mark it back a couple yards.
It's going to be number 15.
Figueroa. So we do apologize for the earlier mishap. Figueroa, certainly an athletic guy. There's no shortage of weapons to throw it to.
Here comes the pass. He's looking. He rolled out to the right-hand side. He just threw a wobbly pass, and it's going to be intercepted by Cooper Rummel running on the right-hand side. And he's going, and he ran out of the bounds around the Rhodes' 22, 23-yard line.
Well, yeah, and you can kind of tell, Brogan, that I'm sure Figueroa wants that back. That was a kind of a wounded duck to begin with. Rummel did a good job of getting under it, getting that interception, forcing Rhodes now's defense to have a very short porch. Really, if you're Figueroa, I'm not sure what he was really looking at there, but kind of a pass that I'm sure if he had a string to pull that back, he'd do that in a heartbeat. That was just something that he's got to improve on. Don't be surprised if you see a deep shot right here.
Yeah, they got 4 wide, 3 on the left-hand side with Cooper Rummel, and Chris Campbell.
Yeah.
Here comes the pass to Chris Campbell, who's wide open and he runs right into the end zone.
Love it. I love that play. Whenever you get an interception, as Michigan coach Lloyd Carr used to do, take a shot deep, go right for the throat. Right there to Chris Campbell. No one there to stop him. 23 yards, or 17 yards, I'm sorry. And that's an easy 6 for the Demons.
Well, another early lead for the Demons, just like last week. Hopefully they don't get too complacent with this, and they still just try and keep going for touchdowns.
Yeah, I would think they would. Coach Hall is very aggressive when it comes to play calling, so don't be surprised. But
So, extra point is good.
I love that play call there. He certainly has the arm to do things like that. And Chris Campbell is a guy that kind of goes under the radar. He's a junior this year. And he's really a guy that, when you're focused up on Rummel, kind of like how you'll see in college when you got a guy focused on the number 1 receiver, your number 2 and 3 guys kind of get wide open. That's what happened with Campbell right there. Brashear, he threw a great pass to the left side. Campbell was there to receive it. And by the time Rhodes did figure out where he was already in the end zone. Great play call there. Like I said, going right for the throat, punching in the mouth. Westlake Demons and Rhodes Rams have met 2 previous times. In 2021, Rhodes won 30-7. In 2022, Westlake got one back and won 30-20.
Rhodes has 2 people in the back, Davion Hughes and Yadio Cole. Now I'm going to try and pronounce that last name.
Yanio Correas.
Kickoff. Davion's getting on the right-hand side. He's going to try and keep on the right-hand side. But he is immediately just taken down around the 25-yard line by number 77, Andrew Palka.
Palka really making a name for himself on special teams. I'm sorry. And this time Rhodes, and it'll be interesting to see now. Figueroa kind of rattled a little bit after that interception. We'll see how he bounces back. Well, Brogan, you got to think for Rhodes, if you don't get a touchdown here, at least try to get a couple first downs, just to get that confidence back in that offense.
Well, it's going to be a weird snap and a little bobbly, and he's just going to throw in an open field. Intended for number 3, Yadiel
Carreras. And I do apologize if
I am butchering his name.
Yeah,
he's really sorry.
Really a guy that they love to go to, and that's not going to be the last time you hear his name. Certainly a go-to receiver, a big speed threat. So
Well, here come 4 wide, 3 on the left-hand side, 1 on the right. Again, here comes the pass. It's going to be to number 1, Dinero. He's going to be nowhere to go. He's running to the back, has still nowhere to go. He's still running, though. He's going to try to run on the left-hand side, trying to dodge what Demon players, and he's going to be taken down number 57 and 54. Mohammed Mustafa and Owen Reitenbach.
yeah, kind of a weird play there as he had nowhere to go. I do give him credit, though. He did manage to maneuver out of those tackles very, very well, buying himself some extra time. But Westlake did not break containment there.
Yeah, they actually did indeed force them back quite a lot around the 12-yard line. A little slow on updating the scoreboard, and there is a flag on the Demons, number 54, Mohammed Mustafa.
Yeah, kind of got a little antsy there.
So it's currently 3-20 with the ball on the 17-yard line. 6 minutes left in the quarter.
Rhodes here, you may want to throw it deep. They're going to love the 4 verts, which is a deep ball, so this would be prime time to do it.
Well, they have 3 wide this time, actually. 2 on the right, 1 on the left. Dinero's in the back, and here comes a Rhodes timeout.
Yeah, and they had to call that one some miscommunication there in the line of scrimmage. So the Rhodes Rams last week lost to the Gilmore Academy team from Gates Mills. That team, Gilmore Academy, is actually playing Westlake's next opponent, Warrensville Heights, in Warrensville. And something fun to mention about Rhodes High School is in 2022, they got new helmets from the Cleveland Browns.
Really?
Yes, they did.
Oh, that's cool.
And if you didn't hear our PA announcer, apparently Andrew Carey graduated from there. Which is funny because Andrew Carey, I believe he was there with the Browns' first expansion game, and he told everyone that was telling Cleveland jokes to kind of, keep quiet. But the Browns ended up, they only won 2 games that year. So
I remember that year very
1999.
Yeah. But, yeah. Here comes a snap. A deep pass. Again, it's being intercepted by Cooper Rummel. He's going to run it back. Nobody's in front of him, and he's going to run it for a touchdown.
Wow. Well, what's the old saying? When it rains, it pours. Well, it's starting to become a downpour here. As I do like the initial play call, though. Figueroa had to throw it deep. That's something that's usually a strength for Rhodes, but Rummel was able to get under the football, get an interception, and really charge into that end zone, 20-0, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
The throw was a bit wobbly. He just not intended for the person. Off.
Yeah, and it's just another case again of Figueroa missing his throw there. That's the second really wobbly pass he's thrown today. And for the second time, it's intercepted. Yeah, and we'll have to see. We'll have to see, of course, Figueroa, first-year starter for Rhodes this year. Victor Pratt started last year, shared duties with Dre Walsh, who is still on the team but plays corner and quarterback. So if I was Rhodes, I would try to do more of what Figueroa's playset is, some more underneath passes to Hughes or Higdon, just something to get his confidence back up. Cleveland Rhodes High School. So I don't know. I've never seen their mascot for Rhodes. Apparently a ram is not only a sheep, it can also be a deer. So Davion Hughes is back deep. Where's number 2? Same number as longtime NFL player Charles Woodson did.
Yeah, Del Carreras is also going to play deep too. So maybe a little last-minute change. Oh,
Whistles before the play.
just a nice little referee yelling at one of the Westlake coaches.
Refs do that sometimes.
Nothing new.
Your friend and mine.
Here comes the kickoff. Straight for Yadiel. He's going to run up, going to the right-hand side. He's got some blockers. He actually made it really far.
Yeah, that was a nice return.
We'll see. Ball ended up on the 34-yard line.
And you can see why they like Carreras as a returner. He got a good convoy up the right sideline. Westlake's defensive line was completely pushed back by that Rhodes blocking team of the special teams. Now Rhodes has their best field position of the game. You got to think, though, it's 21-0. It's not over yet at all. There's still a lot of football to be played. If you're Rhodes right now, you got to take it one play at a time. You're not going to get all 21 points in one play. Just take about 5-6 yards of carry, 5-6 yards of pass, get a couple first downs, and try to ease back into this thing. Okay. Yeah, as unfortunately for Rhodes, the field position being engaged by the illegal block in the back, so now they're being backed up against their own goal line, inside their own 10-yard line, and
Here comes the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Diggins or Dinero. I combined his first and last name to Diggins somehow.
All right.
Stopped by Westlake's defense, trying to run up the middle. It was a gain of 5 yards.
That's really the play you got to start off with if you're Rhodes. It's not going to make the highlight reel, sure, but it's a 5-yard gain. Get some confidence in your offensive line. I'd run the same play again. Let's see if they can get a first down.
Here comes a pass right over the head of Yadiel Carreras. Well, only play they have gotten some yardage on is that running play. So let's see if they go back to
it
off
that more of a counter type play.
But again, they have 3 wide. Dinero is sitting on his. Actually, Dinero is just right behind Figueroa. Here it comes the flag. False start on offense.
Yeah, and again, it's these penalties. It's the 5th penalty on Rhodes in this first quarter. I was talking to Caden Cole, Westlake's receiver. He said that this is a team that has struggled with the penalties, and they have certainly. It's unfortunately showing up right now as a 3rd and 5, now backed up to a 3rd and 10, and a down that they've really had no success in today.
I think they're just excited to play some football today.
Well, who wouldn't be?
Three wide. Dinero is sitting on his left-hand dip. Here comes the pass. It's going to be caught by Yadiel, but he's going to be immediately just tackled by number 9, Malik Musla.
Musla had an interception last week. And you got to wonder, too, does that kind of bring Figueroa's confidence up a little bit? Yes, it wasn't a first down, but he got himself a nice gain with Yadiel Carreras. And great job there by Musla, by the way, not letting any yards after catch really catch up to him. But for Figueroa, you got to wonder if that kind of
Malik, number 9,
boosted his confidence a little bit.
Oh, here comes the punt by Figueroa. Actually, a very nice punt. I hit the 50-yard line from Westlake, but they are going to let it roll. It's going to keep going until it hits the 40, between the 43 and 44-yard line.
Okay. Yeah, that was a nice punt, about 46, 47 yards. We'll see where they spot it there. Great punt by Figueroa, doing his best to get his team out of trouble. Certainly gives him some breathing room there.
May not be able to throw the ball far, but he can kick the ball.
Yes, he can. They will mark it back to the 43.
I'm so good with the yards.
It's all right. I mean, I can't see it.
Well, I know you. That's why I'm here.
Westlake Demons have certainly had no trouble through the air thus far. And Brogan, you got to wonder too, how much confidence does this give Brashear? This is probably the best start to a game that he has had in his high school career.
Definitely. So again, running that 4-6, but it's gonna be a handoff to Matthew Petrelli, who's gonna run in the middle. He's gonna get by everybody. He's gonna run on the left-hand side, but he will be stopped by number 5, Yalis Van Leer, senior. He'll be pushed out around, if they update it, the 23-yard line of Rhodes.
And that's what the passing game does for you. They had the defensive line and safety playing off the line of scrimmage, which allowed Porcelli to get a convoy of blockers fairly easily up the left side and get himself a big gain, a 30-plus yard gain. Vandalier may have saved a touchdown there for Rhodes.
Another handoff to Matthew Porcelli. He's going to try to run up the middle again, but he will be swarmed by the pack of Rams.
And that's okay. You know, you got to keep the defense honest. Make them think twice about any scheme they use, whether that be guys up the box, guys in coverage. So, I mean, that's not all bad. Second down.
3 wide. Caden Cole on the right-hand side. Chase Kelly on the left. Matthew Porcelli on the left-hand hip. They're currently going south on the field. To be a QB run, but he will be sacked. Alex Harris was the one to bring him down.
Alex Harris, probably one of their best defensive linemen they have on this team. And Brashear tried to get out of the pocket, but great job by Harris keeping him contained and forcing him down for a minimal game.
It's currently 3rd and 8 with 2:36 left in the quarter. So we're going to go 3 wide. Matthew Porcelli sitting on his right hip, but it is going to be a pass. He's looking, and it's going to be caught by Chris Campbell. We're trying to get by, and he is taken down by the Rams. He was just shy of the first down.
Yeah, he was just shy of that first down. Good job by Rhodes.
I feel like they're going to go for it, though. What do you think?
I would think so. Really, I mean, you've got only about 1 yard to go?
1 yard.
So, but good job by Rhodes there, keeping Westlake Campbell contained, tackling him immediately after he got the catch. It's okay. Those underneath passes, you can kind of let those be caught at certain times. You just can't allow him to burst a big one on you.
Here comes the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Matthew Porcelli running on the right-hand side.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Get it.
Jeremiah Johnson, one of the new players on defense that's been stepped up to make a big impact, and he certainly does there. Rhodes, a great job defensively, forcing Westlake to turnover on downs, and that could be just the spark they needed. Thank you. Brogan, for Rhodes, that has to be one of the biggest plays of the game. Stopping Westlake on a 4th down and 1 when their offense really shown no signs of stopping in case of Westlake's offense. That's got to be something that Rhodes holds their heads high on here in the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, I think a little confidence boost for Rhodes. Hopefully it will affect their gameplay, making them a little bit better on the passing. So we have 3 wide. Dinero is sitting on the left-hand hip of Figueroa. That's going to be a handoff to Hughes, who's going to try and run on the left-hand side. But he will be stopped around the 14-yard line. Rhodes is going north of the field.
Mustafa, again, he's been all over the place. He was all over the place last year. Or I'm sorry, well, last year too, but especially last week and this week too. This is a defensive lineman you can't afford to let out of your sights.
Sorry, the ball is going to be on the 17-yard line. Here comes the snap. Pass to right through the hands of Carreras. A little bit of a quick pass there. I don't think Carreras was ready for that one.
Yeah, I don't think he was finished running his route there, but really kind of a pass. And you got to wonder if if Figueroa kind of felt like he had to get the ball out quickly. It was fairly on target. It was not a bad throw, but
no, it wasn't. It was just right through his hands. I don't think he was ready for it.
Yeah, Carreras just wasn't ready for that one.
Well, Here comes the snap. He's looking, and he's just going to throw it away as he's about to be swarmed by Westlake. So it's currently 4-9 with a minute and 3 left in the first quarter. Demons are leading 21-0.
Yeah, and they're about to get the ball back with presumably good field position.
Yes. I feel like if Figueroa can slow down and if his offensive line can hold back Westlake, I think it might be open some options for him.
I would think so. First as a starter, the game can really speed up on you quickly. You got to learn how to keep it slow, keep it manageable. Just slow it down a little bit.
So here comes the punt. Another good punt, but Cooper's going to get it this time. He's going to run on the left-hand side, and he's going to be swarmed by both Rhodes and Westlake alike. Around Rhodes is 35-yard line.
So some more good field position if you're Westlake taking over in plus territory. Of course, they're no stranger to that this season and have taken advantage of it.
34-yard line, sorry. Less than a minute left on the clock for the first quarter.
I'm going to get one more playoff. I don't really see why Westlake would be in any need to hurry here. Certainly a very ideal situation they find themselves in.
Yeah, so they have 4 wide, Caden Cole, Chris Campbell, and Cooper on the right-hand side, Chase Kelly on the left, and Matthew Porcelli sitting on the right hip. And here comes the flag. Again, false start on Rhodes. They just keep shooting themselves in the leg right now.
And again. Another penalty on Rhodes. That's their 6th over the first quarter. And makes it first down and 5.
Sorry, neutral zone infraction for the flag. Again, same. Yep. Here comes the pass. Looking for Cooper Rummel right in the middle. Nobody to stop him. He's going to run on the left-hand side. He's got blockers, and he will be pushed out around the Rhodes' 12-yard line.
And you can hear the Rhodes coaches in the background saying it's going to be a screen.
15-yard line. Whoops, I was way off.
It's all right. Saying, there's going to be a screen, and there was. Problem was, Rhodes didn't have anybody to stop it. Westlake's blocking did a phenomenal job creating space for Rummel to run through, and Cooper made the most of it.
Again, same lineup. Petrelli lining on his left-hand hip, but it's going to be a nice little quick pass to Cooper Rummel running on the right-hand side. Just 5 yards out. He was pushed out by number 12, Jeremiah Johnson, senior.
Jeremiah Johnson. And again, Cooper Rummel making his presence felt in that short passing game, certainly making Rhodes pay for any space they give him. It's almost like if you give him an inch, he's going to take a couple miles. And he's shown that a lot in just these first 2 weeks of the season. Westlake looking to score their 27th and eventually 28 points of this ball game.
It's going to be a QB run right up the middle, and he's going to have nobody stop him for a touchdown. And that looks like that's going to run down. Oh, never mind. It's not going to run down the clock. I lied.
Well, and that's a perfect goal for Westlake. If you're a Westlake fan, for sure, he found a nice seam up the middle and made the most of it just like that. It's a 27-0 ball game. And, for Westlake right now, what more can you say? This is probably one of the best offensive showings we've seen from them, not just this year, but in a very long time.
Here comes the extra point, and it is good. So that
for Westlake again,
cannot ask for a better start.
No, you couldn't, and really just ripping the defense to shreds right now. And if you're Rhodes, the defensive line is being completely outclassed right now by the Westlake tackles and guards right now, and you got to wonder what kind of adjustments they're going to have to make because this is teetering on the edge for them. It could get very ugly. 28-0 here for Westlake. I don't know. I don't know when the last time was when Westlake scored 28 points. But I do know that if Westlake wants to finish this out, they will be 2-0 for the first time since 2016. To give you some retrospect, that was when the dab was still around.
That's well, Evil Cesar has come a long way from last year, I feel like, as a kicker.
He has. He's got a lot more poise, a lot more maturity, a lot more confidence, too.
So again, Hughes and Carreras in the back, but it's going to be a nice it is going to go out of bounds, so it will be a flag.
That'll give Rhodes their best field position of the night so far.
Ball went out around the Rhodes 21-yard line. They only have 24.6 seconds left in the first quarter.
Well, and that's kind of the first quarter that I'm sure they'd like to forget as well. 28 points here in the first quarter for Westlake. First time in a long time that that's happened for anybody around this area.
Yeah. I think Rhodes just has to slow down their gameplay.
Yeah.
And I think maybe rely a little bit more on Higdon.
Higdon and Carreras, too.
So we have 3 wide, Jackson Petit on the left-hand side. Higdon right behind Figueroa. It's going to be a looking pass. He's still looking. It will be almost intercepted by Cooper Rummel, but however, there is a flag down on the play.
That might be.
There are multiple flags down.
Yeah, let's see what this is about.
Well, we can't hear anything from the referee. Maybe his mic is still broken from last game, though it is a different one.
Different verse, same as the first. So I believe that's going to be on Rhodes, from what I heard our K announcer say.
It seems like it was almost instantly.
Yeah, that's their 7th of the first quarter.
It is going to be on Rhodes. As you,
Seven.
Yeah, that'll be their 7th this quarter. Again, Rhodes is just shooting themselves in the foot.
They're doing themselves no favors here. 20-nothing's hard enough, but as well as battling the other team, they're also having to find themselves battling themselves a little bit here too. So, I mean, the pressure's mounting.
Rhodes' line is a very big line, however, though. I am just realizing that. Their number 75, Alex Harris, is just ginormous. Oh, wait, they're moving the ball again. Moving it closer. It was just on the 15-yard line. Now it's on the 20-yard line for Rhodes. However, it is still 1-25. So here comes a snap. He's going to look. He finds Correas, but he's immediately going to be swarmed by the Demons. Number 9, I believe Malik Musla came with a takedown.
Yep, and that's going to end the first quarter here. A first quarter that Rhodes wants to forget. 28 points scored by this Westlake green and white offense, and they're well in front now, 28-0. And for Rhodes, I don't know what more you can say. You really couldn't get anything going. You really couldn't. They haven't gotten a first down yet this game. They've thrown 2 picks. One of them was a pick 6. If you're Figueroa, you got to figure out how to slow down this game, and his coach is going to have to help him out there too. So really for Rhodes, it's going to be having to take one play at a time, just chip away.
Yeah, it wasn't that last year's game where what was the score of last year's game?
30-20.
I think a similar situation was like this. We got a nice lead, and they slowly started picking away at us, right?
Yeah, no, it's definitely not over yet. We've seen crazy things happen, and it certainly could happen during the course of this game. But for Rhodes, this is the kind of tougher game for them. They play in the Senate Conference, which is schools primarily made up in the Cleveland area. They actually had a winning record. All 4 of their wins came in that conference. They were 0-3 in out-of-conference play, losing to Westlake and Gilmore Academy as well as another team. And because of that good record in the Senate Conference, they made it to the playoffs where Barberton knocked them out. Barberton's mascot, by the way, is the Magics. So
It's a weird mascot.
yeah.
Just a little bit. Okay, so Rhodes will now be going on the play, going from
Yeah, north to south.
Rhodes will be going north to south. Wait, no, it's Rhodes will be going. Here comes the. He will be confirmed, so he just threw it up in the middle. Up by nobody. He was just 3 demons were just going to swarm him.
Well, and again, the offensive line for Rhodes being outplayed right now have been able to giving really Figueroa no time for him to set up a pass, so he really just had to throw that thing up for grabs.
We're going to have 4 wide. Here comes the snap. He's looking, a nice deep low pass, but again, all right off the hands of Cooper Rummel. Intended for Jackson Petit.
Yeah.
Jackson.
Rummel, again, right on that pass, read that play like an open book, and right there we talk about Figueroa, not the biggest arm in the world, and it's, unfortunately, it's kind of starting to show as he tried to throw that one deep. I like the play call, but just kind of, again, just the accuracy wasn't there.
Correct. So it is 4th down and 25 yard, 4 and 25. Ball on the 25-yard line. Cooper definitely learning from the last time he punted. It's a nice, good punt. Cooper is going to take it. He's going to run on the right-hand side, trying to dodge people. He'll be taken down around the 45-yard line.
Rummel again giving Westlake some good field position. I'll be interested to see, depending on how the rest of the game goes, how long Coach Hall will keep his starters in.
Yeah, sorry. Cooper was taken down the 45-yard line of the Rhodes team.
Westlake. Just Rhodes 45-yard line or Rhodes.
Yeah, you think Hall might be conserving his players. However, it is still only the second quarter,
Right.
with 11:35 left. So
yeah, and a lot of things can happen certainly between now and the start of the second half. But if this game keeps going the way it is, and Westlake's up by a lot at halftime, you got to wonder if maybe we'll see some of the reserves.
yeah. So 3 wide with Jake Ostrowski set on his right-hand hip. It's going to be a handoff to Jake Ostrowski, in fact. He's going to run up the middle. He's going to get by. He'll be 3 yards shy of just a first down.
Another chunk play by Westlake, and that's what the passing game does for you. Jake Ostrowski, the brother of Will Ostrowski, but again, the passing game for Westlake has really set up that running game nicely, really to thread through that defensive line.
I lied, actually. It's just 2 yards shy. That's the first I've seen this. 4 receivers, but they're awfully close. It's going to be a handoff again to Jake Ostrowski, who's going to run up the middle and get the first down for it, but he is still swarmed by the pack of Rams.
Yep, not really much there, but he didn't need much. So good job by Ostrowski staying disciplined there as Rhodes did closing quickly, just tried to get the first down, and that's what he did, moving the chain for the Rams. Or I'm sorry, for the Demons.
3 wide. Jake Ostrowski sitting on the right-hand zip. The Demons are going from south to north. There is a flag on the play. It is a full start on Westlake Demons. going to repeat that. The Demons are coming from south to north.
Their second penalty of the game for Westlake. Yep, and really Westlake has really maintained their composure despite Rhodes' physicality at the line of scrimmage. They've done a great job of not forcing any penalties and really just staying true to who they are.
Yeah, Rhodes with a lot of guys in the back are currently playing a 4-3-4.
That's different.
Oh, and here comes another penalty on Rhodes. It looks like it's going to be probably a neutral zone infraction. But that is the eighth
penalty of the first half. And whatever Rhodes had an advantage of first and 15 was just taken away with that flag. Again, undisciplined play along the front.
So again, Rhodes will be playing a 4-3-4. Westlake's going to be playing a 4 wide. Chase Kelly, Chris Campbell, and Cooper Rummel on the left-hand side. Keaton Cole on the far right-hand side, where the Rhodes is off. Rhodes' sideline. And Jake Ostrowski will be sitting on the right-hand hip. Here comes the pass. He's looking. It's a deep pass. And just knocked right out of Chris Campbell's hands by number 26, Jarrell Levette. Really good coverage.
Yeah, great coverage there by Levette. He recognized where the ball was, wait till Campbell had it, and before Campbell could concede control of it, Durrell did a great job of knocking that ball out of there. Great job there by the Rhodes secondary.
Yes. Again, 4 wide. Can be another pass. Can be a short pass to Caden Cole. It will be caught. And is it a is it a first down?
Well, yeah, it's going to depend on the spot.
Well, there is a flag on the play. I just noticed.
That's going to be an illegal man downfield on Westlake.
So again, the ball will be on the Rhodes' 39-yard line. It will be second down. 4 wide. Chase Kelly and Cooper on the left, Chris and Kate on the right. But it will be a throw to Jake Ostrowski, who will be stopped by number 21, Kevin Dowd.
Yeah, Kevin did a good job there catching Ostrowski. Keemon, I'm sorry, yes. Keemon did a great job there catching up to Ostrowski. As soon as he caught the ball, not allowing any yards after catching. If you're Rhodes, that's what you got to do to shut down this short passing game. Is for Westlake, it's their longest third down of the game now, 3rd down and 13.
Here comes the pass. Looking. It's going to be a deep pass. Caden Cole with nobody around him, but he is still taken down. Caught up by number 13, Cameron C. Cameron just lost sight of him, enough for Caden to receive it, but he just caught him.
Yeah, and Caden did a good job there of eluding Cameron just enough so he could catch the ball, getting a first down there for Westlake. And if you're Rhodes, that's a big thing right there because you had him at a 3rd and 13, right where you wanted him. And
now
Westlake bails himself out here.
And now they're on Rhodes' 3rd-yard line. So 2 out wide. It's going to be a handoff for Porcelli to run right up in the middle for a touchdown. So the Demons extend their lead 34-0. 8:40 left in the second quarter.
Well,
not much to say.
Yeah, I mean, what we've said sound like a broken record, but this offense just moving on this field down this field at will. As if the score stays right where it is, it's going to be a running clock starting second half.
Here comes the extra point, and it is good. So the Demons lead 35-0. Well, As Alan just said, there's not much to talk about this right now. No, it's Porcelli. Porcelli ran it in. Porcelli, 34.
The Rams are certainly this. If you take their score of the game against Gilmore and the score of the game against Westlake, they're being outscored right now, 84-7.
What was the score of Gilmore's game?
49-7.
Okay.
So certainly, if you're Rhodes, this is really the worst way you could have imagined this starting.
So again, Rhodes going north to south with Hughes on the Demons sideline and Carrera's on the Rhodes sideline. Here comes the kickoff. It's be a swivel kick, but it will still be get by Carrera's. Will receive at the 25-yard line, right, and number 30, Jake Ostrowski went right for his ankles, and he went flying in the air.
That was something there. You obviously got a bit of a danger going for the legs, as you saw right there. It seems like
he's fine, but he went flying in the air.
Yeah,
he had some air time.
Seems like he's okay. Just tried to get him towards the legs. Tried to get Kratos towards the legs. Really a good effort, but ended up with him flying backwards.
So Rhodes is on their own 24-yard line. Here comes the snap. Here's looking for the pass, and it's going to be thrown to absolutely nobody. Probably intended for Hughes, but just short.
It's in his general direction, yeah, and you got to feel for the guy right now. You really do. Has not been able to move the chains at all this game. Thrown 2 interceptions, almost threw 3 in a couple of occasions. This is really, a Rhodes quarterback that's really getting rattled right now.
Yep, so here comes another passing play. It was thrown to Higdon. Looked like he just dropped it.
And when you're down 35-0, these drops can loom very hard because it's almost like, you can't catch a break. But you got to stop thinking that way because that'll only get yourself into a worse situation. But yes, we set up a 3rd down and 10.
He's literally right behind it. I can't see it. Yeah, I think it is 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 10. Another deep pass, but Cooper was right next to it, intended for Hughes again. Hughes is complaining to his QB right now, saying on where was that ball?
Well, that was also some good coverage by Cooper trying to force alter of a throw there from Figueroa. It certainly worked. And again, Rhodes going up with another 3 and out.
Yeah, so it's going to be 4th and 10. 8:01 left on the clock for the second quarter. Well, these 2 past quarters have not been looking good, but hopefully for the coming of the rest of this quarter, as well as the 3rd and 4th quarter, they can do something with it. So here comes the punt. It's a really good punt. Cooper's going to let it play out, though. It's going to get stopped at Westlake's 39-yard line.
Westlake's 39, and the Demons. That's probably the best decision there. You don't have to always take every punt. You're still going to get some good field position.
Oh, I lied. I
34. So it was inside the 35. Took a Rhodes roll towards the end.
Yeah, sorry. 30. So it's on the Demons' 34-yard line.
For Westlake, Bruce Sheary is coming out right now.
Yep. We're going to do 3 wide, 2 on the right-hand side. Jake Ostrowski is going to sit on his left hip. And again, the Rhodes are going to do a 4-3-4. It's going to be a handoff to Jake Ostrowski. You're going to try and run up the right hand, And in the middle, let go of the ball, but he was just down in time. But it's still going to be a gainage of 3 yards.
Marion Kloss make his first tackle of the game, and Fioroshevsky, it's little things like that. You're up 35-0, but it's little things like that that coaches kind of nitpick with, and kind of tamper a little bit. So there's something maybe Coach Hall wants to talk to you about at half.
Well, Sherry just tipped off from a Rhodes player. I do not know which one, but it was almost re-caught by Chris Campbell.
Yeah, Cross did a good job there of tipping that ball up in the air, forcing it to go incomplete, making it a 3rd down and
7.
Yeah.
3rd and 7. Ball is on the – wait, what? Ball's on the 36-yard line. That doesn't make sense. So here comes the pass. He's looking. It was almost intercepted by number 21, Kimon.
Kimon Gould tried to get that one out of it. And for Rhodes, you stopped him on 3rd down. You got to work from there. Just little things like that. Moral victories to head into halftime. Try to hold your head high in the second half. Great job there by Gould.
It's 4th and 7. It looks like they're going to go for it. They have 4 wide. Cooper Rommel and Chase Kelly on the left-hand side. Cade and Cole on the right. Oh, never mind. It is going to be a punt. I was bamboozled. They're going to let it roll all the way to Rhodes' 18 or 19-yard line. 19-yard line. So nice punt by Boucheri.
Yeah, nice punt by Boucheri, but also a nice stop by the Rhodes defense. You're down 35-0. It's easy to kind of get down on yourselves, but good job by Rhodes holding their heads high as Kimon Gould and Amarian Cross kind of led the charge there, that pass defensive drive, and maybe that's the spark they needed. Just take it this way. No detail is too small. So, yes. No, you're okay.
That's why I started saying 43-4, and then I might start saying lessons.
Yeah.
Give you a better understanding.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's look with the 6-2-3. Here comes a snap. The stoppage of play, though. However, there is no flag. Refs are the ref on the Rhodes' sideline is currently talking to the coach, but there is still no flag down on the play.
Maybe a timeout?
It wasn't. That was weird. Well, Rhodes got lucky with that one. Gives them another practically play. Okay, so 3 wide. Higdon got away. Right on the left-hand side. He has almost no blockers. There is a flag on the play, and he will be taken down by number 20, Tommy DeFranco.
Yeah, Higdon got really the best play of the day for Rhodes. We'll see what this flag's about.
Well, up here we haven't heard a single call yet, probably because the refs might suck, but
let's see. Nope, it was waved off. So good job there by Higdon there. He had some good blockers over the left side. Really the first big gain of the day for Rhodes. Their first down of the game.
So Rhodes crosses into the Demon territory. They are going to be on the 42-yard line. 42-yard line.
And then, again, little things like that. Moral victories to hold up into halftime.
Yep. Here comes the snap. It's right through the hands of Hughes. Almost looked like Hassan could have maybe caught that, but that was by far, I think, the best throw from Figueroa from all day.
Yeah, and you'd have to think too that that game by Hickton kind of helped him settle into the game a little bit more. But that was a good throw by Figueroa. If he can keep doing that, he's going to get himself some nice completions. Just keep doing just that.
3 ride, Higdon on the left-hand side, 2 on the right. It's going to be another handoff, but he will be just swarmed by the Demons for no gains of the play. Higdon is definitely, I would say, the same size as Cooper Russell, so he's a fairly small QB. But, man, the small ones always move fast.
The small ones always move fast. They get the benefit of the doubt sometimes because they hide behind the big ones. They can even get some calls to go their way. As far as penalties are concerned, certainly one of their fastest guys that they have on this team. Westlake's done a good job of keeping them under wraps.
Here comes the snap. He's looking. Wobbly pass. Beautiful coverage.
No, incomplete. I'm sorry.
Beautiful coverage by Braylon Burnett. This is number 7. Just knocked right out of his hands near the Rhodes' end of the sideline. It would have been near between the 20 and 10-yard line.
And that would have been a big play for Rhodes, but great job there by Burnett. He knew he couldn't get the interception, just deflected away to the ground. Get your offense back out in the field. Great job.
It is 4th and 10.
Westlake calls their first time out of the half.
Score is, well, as the announcer just said, 35 nothing Demons. 5:54 left in the half.
In case you missed it, the Browns traded away Joshua Dobbs, the Arizona Cardinals, with 2 7th-round picks for a 5th-round pick. Browns also kept Kellen Mond, who it looked like they were going to waive earlier yesterday, but they kept him after the trade of Dobbs. Westlake's next home game is against the Normandy Invaders, who won last week 42-6.
Who did they play?
I can't remember. I don't have their schedule with me right now, but yeah, that's in case you haven't gotten your football fix yet, tomorrow we got the official start of college football. They call week 0. USC plays San Jose State, and Notre Dame plays Navy in Dublin, Ireland.
Nice. So 3 wide, 2 on the right-hand side. Westlake trying to get Rhodes to get an offsides call. Not quite, though. Higdon behind, looking for the pass. Best pass to number 3, Carreras. Hayden just missed the block. Carreras spinning around everybody, but he will get stopped by the 20-yard line by Caden Cole, who made up for his recently missed block.
Yeah, and we talked about how Westlake's going to have to stand their games right there, and that's really probably the worst play that they've allowed. Carrera's doing a great job of spinning free from Caden Cole's tackle. Also got to give Figueroa the credit. He dropped a really good dot right to Carreras and dropped it right into open field for Carreras to run.
3 wide, 2 on the left-hand side. Hayden sitting on the left hip. Here comes the handoff. Hayden's going to run on the left-hand side, and nobody's going to be in the end zone for him. So it's going to be touchdown Rams.
Denaro Higdon on a counter play, as Coach Hall, I believe it was Coach Hall, said in the background, and that worked to perfection. 21-yard touchdown. And Rhodes has forced this game under the 35-point mark, making it 35-6. And really, that's really what you had asked for. You were down 35-0. You were going to be threatened with a mercy rule if something happened quickly. And Rhodes executed by far their best drive of the game. So certainly something to hold their heads high on as they go in at halftime. Mercy rule meaning clock continues to run. It does not stop for
I was about to say a mercy rule would be really that would have sucked. Well, it looks like they're going to go for it. 3 wide. Higdon in the back. Sitting on the right-hand hip. It's going to be a nice little pitch toss to him. What he won't get in the end zone, but there is a flag down on the play.
That might be. Let's
It
see.
looks like he grabbed him by the horse collar,
Yeah, that might be a horse collar penalty.
unless he just declined his own flag. Never mind. The penalty, the flag was declined by the ref that threw it. So
That was on Rhodes, actually. So Westlake's going to decline that. $35-6. And for Rhodes, James, I didn't know this before, but apparently they were called James Ford Rhodes High School. I have no clue who James Ford was. James Ford Rhodes, but he seems like a really good guy.
yeah, it sounds like a great man.
And he created a good high school too. So
Well, first time that we're seeing a kickoff that's going to be received by the Demons. We're going to have Cooper Rummel on the Demons sideline and Chase Kelly lining up on the Rhodes sideline. Rhodes slowly taking their time with this kickoff.
let's see. Do you know who can you get a number on the kicker there, Brady?
I'm looking. I cannot see a seat there. I believe it's also. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is
Figueroa.
Figueroa.
Here comes the kick. It is going to be a nice little swivel kick, but it is going to be recovered by number 4, Harrison Rummel for us. I don't know if that was intended or not.
It could have been. A live ball, of course, if it hits off somebody, it is a live ball, but it was an onside kick kind of attempt, but Rummel was right there to pounce on it. I do like the attempt, though, for Rhodes. You got nothing to lose. You're down 35-6. You got to climb into this game any way you can. And if it's tossed, if you have to take a risk of an onside kick, that's what you have to do.
So the Demons are going to have it on their own 47-yard line. They're going to do 4 wide. Chase Kelly and Chris Campbell on the left-hand side. Cooper Rummel and Caden Cole on the right. It's a nice little short pass to Chase Kelly running up on the left-hand side. He is just knocked out by number 2, Hughes. If Hughes wasn't there, it would have been a large gain, I would say.
Certainly, and Kelly did a great job there finding a seam on the left side. This Rhodes defensive line has been ripped apart, especially on the left side of the Westlake offensive line. That's certainly paying dividends right here as Kelly with a nice gain there. I believe it's
it is.
Yep, first down for Westlake as they move the chains.
Westlake crossed into Rhodes' territory. They're currently on the Rhodes' 34-yard line, so a significant gain for them.
Yeah.
Again, so we're going to do 3 wide. So on the right-hand side, Matthew Petrelli is going to be back in the game. He's going to be sitting on Shane Sherry's right-hand hip. It's going to be a nice little short pass to Cooper Rummel. He's going to run on the right-hand side. And he is going to be swarmed by a pack of Rams. However, it looks like he may be just shy of the first down.
Yeah, I caught about a 9-yard gain. And again, the West Coast type of passes that Westlake is throwing certainly giving Rhodes fits in their 4-3-4 defense.
Rhodes is going to again play a nice a 4-4-3 formation. And Westlake's going to do 3 wide, 2 on the right-hand side, and Matthew Petrelli on the right hip. It's going to be a nice little short pass again to Cooper Rummel on the left-hand side. Only Hughes is in his way, and Hughes does get him by his ankles. He will be taken down around the 14-yard line.
Gain of 11 yards. And Westlake's in business again inside their own inside the Rhodes 20-yard line,
Yeah.
1st and 10.
Sorry, 13-yard line, seems like. Just shy of a yard. My bad.
Just shy inside the 15 now.
Inside the 50. Same thing. Here comes the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Matt Petrelli running up the middle. Going around the left-hand side, and he will get it for the touchdown.
Well, Rhodes scored a touchdown and on running play. Westlake answers right back. Matt Porcelli jogs in from 13 yards out to give the Demons a 41-6 lead.
Now, for those who don't know, what is the thing? How many points do you have to have on the opposing team?
30 or more points. And if that is the score retained in the second half and you're up or down by 30 or more points, the clock will continue to run. That includes first downs. The only time it'll stop is on change of possession or injury or if somebody scores.
Well, with that, the extra point is good. Well, we can hear the band getting ready to play for the halftime
Yeah, they're doing
show.
something for halftime.
Sadly, there is no Rhodes band.
No, they
So-
did not bring one.
I don't think they've ever came here.
No, but they did bring their cheerleaders,
They did.
so that's good.
So Rhodes will be going north to south again. They're going to have two in the back, Carreras and Hughes. Evil Sizer, the kicker, as he has been all game. The score is 42-6, 3:47 left in the first half. Here comes the kick. A nice kick, straight for Carreras, all the way back to the 5-yard line. But Carreras is going to try and run to the other opposing side. But he will be taken down by number 77,
Polka.
Andrew Polka again. I don't know where he took him down at. Took him around the, if I can see, the 22-yard line. It seems like.
Yeah, something like that.
Yep, 22-yard line.
42-6.
Well, what do you think is going to happen, Al?
Well, if I'm Rhodes, I want to do the same counterplay. Westlake's shown really little answer to that. Really had to burst long runs there for Higdon, so I'd keep handing it off to him. Figueroa, I hope for Rhodes, will be building on his confidence. As
Here comes a flag. It's going to be a neutral zone infraction.
on
Or
Westlake.
violation, sorry, on Westlake. That'll be Westlake's third flag, correct?
Yep, that's correct.
Looks like they're going to do 4 wide. Higdon on sitting right behind Figueroa. Figueroa's going to look for the pass. It's just going to come right in the hounds of Carreras. However, there is a flag down on the play.
See, that's DPI. I don't know.
Push.
Yeah, that's going to be against Westlake, so that's going to, I would think, be an automatic first down.
It might. And it is. Oh, they're going far up there.
15-yard penalty.
That's a lot of yards.
Yeah. Westlake's most costly penalty so far this game.
So Paul's still going to be on. Rhodes is 42-yard line. Westlake playing here comes the handoff. It's handed off right to Higdon, but it's going to be a losses of yards. Leading tackle is going to be number 45, Benjamin Miller.
First time we've called his name today. Great job by Miller leading the charge there, able to shed his blocks. Really no problem there, and no gain there on Higdon, who's known to burst a few big runs.
Give me a timeout on Rhodes. Rhodes is going to call their second timeout. Yeah, second timeout.
Yes, I think so. Just a couple minutes left during the half. We remind you to stick around for the Westlake Marching Band here at halftime. Also, if you're wondering when homecoming is, because I've had some questions from my parents about that. It's on October 6th, and they will play.
I can look it up.
They will play Bay High.
Are you positive?
Yes.
100% sure.
Yes.
I'll double check.
Oh, go right ahead.
I think you're right, though.
Yeah.
I think it should be a fun game. It's going to be the battle for the Brown Jug.
Yep.
I don't remember when the last time we won it, though.
I believe it was 2013.
It is.
Okay. I do apologize for I thought it was Gilmore Academy that they actually played Hawken and lost 49-7. The Hawken, I think they're the Hawks actually. So kind of a.
If they aren't the Hawks, that'd be really funny. All right, so 4 wide. Center did not snap the ball. So I wonder who the call is going to be on. It's going to be on Rhodes. So what happened there, people? The center did not snap the ball, and everybody moved. He's a little confused, actually. Four wide. Here comes the snap. Looking. Throwing it up in the air, and it is going to be tossed right into the end. Westlake's sideline. Sorry.
Yep, just tried to toss it there for anybody, really. It was out of bounds. I had no other choice.
Yeah, intended target was Hughes, but he was guarded very heavily, and Figueroa just had to get that ball out of his hands. Otherwise,
Campbell would have hit him.
Yes. I think maybe it looks like Westlake is warming up their backup QB.
That's a good idea. This game seems to be well on hand. Might as well get some of the other kids to play, as well as reducing the risk of injury to any of the starters.
Yep, so here comes the handoff. And intended for Hughes, bounced right out of his hands. He was hit after the play by Braylon Brunette, but there is no flag down on the play.
Yep. Makes it a 4th down and 17, and Rhodes will be forced to punt once again.
Hughes was a little hurt after that one. So it is currently 4 and 17 on Rhodes' 34-yard line. 2:46 left in the half, and Demons are leading 42-6. Cooper Rummel is in the back waiting to receive the punt. Bad snap. Much better punt. Cooper is going to let it roll out all the way. That is a very lucky punt.
Yeah, that's a good punt.
All the way back to the Demons 12-yard line. So they started on the Rhodes 34-yard line, and the ball
54-yard punt?
Something like that.
Yeah.
That's a big number. We can do math, but we don't feel like adding it up.
No, we don't have calculators here either. So that complicates things.
Yeah, maybe we need to get Mrs. Zennis or any of the math
Yeah.
up here.
Seriously. Westlake will play.
Warrensville.
Yes, next week. That's the first time that they will travel to Warrensville, though.
I know I'm kind of sad they're not playing them home. I love Warrensville's band.
Yeah, but you got to do the favor every once in a while.
True. So Westlake's going to be on their own 13-yard line with 2:32 left in the half. They did bring in their backup QB, number 12, Ahmad something. I can't pronounce that last name. It's going to be a run up the middle. Rams have still not been able to take him down, but the refs are going to end the play. Jake Ostrowski was the runner to run the ball. It is for a first down. Actually, it is a 12-yard gain. They are going to be on the 25-yard line. They're going to do 4 wide, 3 on the left hand side on the Demon sideline, and 1 on the right hand side. Here comes the snap. Be a handoff. The number. Don't know who is handed off to.
Well, and Westlake really likes to run those bunch formations to the left side. Can really kind of confuse the defense, especially if you do try to throw it to the right. Only one guy over there. Really stretching Rhodes' secondary to the limit there as Ostrowski got the handoff. I do believe that's who it was.
Yes.
Yeah,
It was Jake Ostrowski.
His brother Will is at University of Cincinnati.
Well, I don't think we're going to see much happening the rest of this quarter if the Demons keep the ball. I think they're just going to try and go for the first downs and then hopefully maybe get the touchdown in.
Yeah, they may just want to run up the clock here. You got about 2 minutes left. Clock, I believe, is still running. You're up by 36. Got your second stringers in, so I would still try to let them have.
Well, Ahmad threw to number 11.
To Stephen
Trowbridge. It wasn't a gain of much. It is 3rd and 3.
So we'll see how Ahmad responds here on a 3rd down and short. It'll be interesting to see, too. I would think Coach Hall would want to get some of these guys a bite at the apple, certainly with the deep passes and certainly the playbooks that they run usually to kind of prepare them if they are called upon.
They are training the future right now. Here comes the snap. It's going to be another pass. Looking, it finds number 42, Henry Leader. I believe
that's what you want to see.
That is indeed a first down.
And that's what you want to see from your backup quarterback. He showed some good composure, found Henry Leader for a first down.
It looks like Westlake's just going to run down the clock. There's only less than 25 seconds left in the half.
Well, certainly one of the best halves we have seen from this Westlake team under Coach Hall as they went to halftime with a 36-point lead against Rhodes. Most that anybody has ever led in this 3-game set, I guess, if you will.
So the play was handoff to Jake Ostrowski. He did indeed get the first down, but however, it won't matter as they just run down the clock.
So at the end of the first half, the Westlake Demons lead the Rhodes Rams 42-6. We will remind you that because the deficit is greater than 30 points, we will have a running clock to start the second half. See you then. You've done a good job. And really, the third and fourth quarter, maybe just one of the toss runs. It's really not much.
I'm not. That's
So,
why I'm even now.
Let's just have some fun. Okay. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, I think it's a much better game than what I did.
Yeah, I think we will.
The clock will start ready for play signal for the first play after the above situation. Otherwise, the clock will continuously run.
Copy that.
Aloha, everyone, and welcome to halftime. The pride of Westlake High School Demon Marching Band. Under the direction of Mrs. Hillary K. and Mr. Joe Frieda. And auxiliary advisor, and she is Salama Lakis. Our first song tonight was released in March 2013. This talented song compilation. This one has gone double platinum in the U.S. while top 80 in Fall Out Boy. Beginning with over 350 million views on YouTube, released a self-empowering cover. Kings and Queens by Ava Max has gone platinum in 10 countries. Here is Westlake Deep first power song for you. Moving March 2005. The concept rock opera has over 50 million sales, and this is a featured song for early talented. Of Devin Ayers. Boy, Holiday. How about that, everyone? Show the band some love. Show them some love. Evening was popularized by the social media platform Vine, but were recognized in 2014 conviction of somewhat unique sound with relaxing trumpet accent. Tonight we host Harold Solo at soloist with Caleb on saxophone, Alex with over 1 million views on YouTube, having moved number one in 20 countries. We're going to is cheerleader by Obi. Yeah. Please give it one more time for the right of Westlake. School. Marching band.
Okay, I stopped it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this year the Westlake Music Boost kicking off the school year with an ice cream cone during the marching band Wednesday evening practice on August 30th from 5:45 to 7:15. The next Sunday at 8 to the music booster chairs and all members what the music boosters does, how you can get involved. At 7:15, walk over to the stadium Rhodes High School and watch the band practice until 8 p.m. You don't have to have a child in marching band to attend. Come have a snack and some entertainment.
What? Right?
Cooper Rummel, 6 receptions, 64 yards, 2 receptions.
I think one of the guys, I don't know, the guy that
Shake Kelly,
he's wondering,
3 receptions, 38 yards. And Chris Campbell, 2 receptions, 25 yards. All our unofficial stats.
Oh, okay, they're going to the rest. You need to like go on to this.
Westlake stats at the half. Quarterback Sam Bucherri was 164 yards, 2 TDs and rushing. Running back Matthew Portilli, 8 carries, 61 yards, and 2 TDs. Rummel, 64 yards on 6 on the defensive side. He had 2 interceptions and a pick 6. And Kelly, 3 receptions, 38 yards, and 3 receptions, 25 yards, and a TD. As a reminder, this will be a running clock. So we have a 30-point plus score difference. We have a student ID that was found that will be in the stand. A student ID.
No, it's not necessary. It's definitely not necessary. Look at my sister. Even after
Is that good now? Is it good now? I'll copy.
Like to acknowledge the band on another great halftime performance. Westlake band with the flag corner.
I gotta go down there.
I saw my neighbor George right flag. Where you at? Demons will receive second half, and once again, it's going to be a quiet clock.
Yeah. Hey, welcome
Here
back.
comes the kickoff. Sorry. It's taken by number 6. He Westlake is knocked down and around at the 40-yard line. That was a hard hit. Westlake is going from north to south.
Yep. We have some scores to update you on in case anybody was wondering. Bay High is leading Field 24-0. Rocky River is beating John Marshall 42-6. Lakewood is losing to Clearview 30-28. Avon over Canton McKinley 14-7. Akron Hoban leading Cathedral Prep 13-12. If I can get my words out. Warrensville Heights, Westlake's future opponent, losing 27-12 to Gilmore Academy. And finally, we got North Olmsted beating Midview 10-6. Or I'm sorry, Midview beating North Olmsted 10-6. Yes.
Westlake's on their own 40-yard line. Here comes the snap. It's going to be taken by number 22. He's going to run up the middle for a gainage of, looks like 6. That was run by Tamer not going to try and pronounce that.
Yep, Tamer with himself a nice size total. And this is really what 42-6 in these types of games kind of provides you, a chance to get your guys that normally wouldn't see playing time.
Yeah, right now our QB is Danny Clancy. He's a senior.
Danny Clancy.
Oh, there's a flag. It's going to be a neutral infraction on the Rhodes. So that will be their 9th flag?
10th.
10th flag of the game.
What's funny now, number 13, Dan Clancy, he's wearing the same number as Dan Marino used to with the Miami Dolphins. Of course, the 13 did not suit Marino well against Joe Montana and friends in the Super Bowl. Did not go back there since. He's in his 50s now, so he's not playing anymore.
Well, it's going to be a run,
was
but it will
nothing
be
there.
a loss for
Yeah.
yardage. The Rams just absolutely swarmed Tamer. It will be a loss of, it looks like 5 yards.
That's the biggest loss we've had all day if you're Westlake, and that makes second down and 15. Tamer, a guy that doesn't really get to see much playing time. He got to see some last week, gets to see some this week. Really trying to make an impression on these coaches, as everybody knows. Danny Clancy is a quarterback. He's got a really good arm, really quick release, as we saw 2 years ago against Warrensville Heights.
Okay, here comes snap. It's going to be ran again by Tamer. He did get through the middle. A bigger gainage, or bigger advantage. If I can figure out. So it's currently 3rd and 5. So it's a gainage of 6 yards.
My sister's over here.
Okay, here we go. 3rd down and 5.
Sorry, guys, I'll be right back.
Okay, 3rd down and 5 here. Warrens were trying to get off the field here in the first possession of the second, or I'm sorry, Rhodes trying to get off the field in the first possession of the second half.
Tamer,
No, I'm sorry.
Tamer ran the ball. Sorry about that.
You're good.
That was a first down indeed.
Little toss play.
Something is wrong with the Rhodes player. It looks like there may be a hurt player.
Oh, no.
No, number 75 did in fact get up,
Okay, good.
though he is taking a long breather.
Yeah, probably just got winded there.
So Westlake's doing a 4 wide. Henry Leader and Harrison Romo on the right hand side. Jake Ostrowski sitting on the left hip of Danny Clancy. It's going to be 1st and 10. They're going to be on the Rhodes 38-yard line.
I believe Danny Clancy went to St. Bernadette, but I'm not sure.
He did. Danny Clancy just threw over the head of Charvo Rita.
Chargo Rita, his first target of the game. The reason why I know that is I actually mentioned him to my grandma,
Oh,
and she remembered him.
he did go to St. Bernadette's.
Yep.
He went to Ed's for, I think, his freshman year, and then he transferred over.
Second down and 10.
Here comes the snap. It's going to be a throw to number 11, Stefan Trowbridge. He's going to get by. He's going to run on the right-hand side, but he is still going to be taken down around the 24, 23-yard line of Rhodes.
Really didn't look like there was much there for the receiver. I believe that what you said was Trowbridge.
Yep. It was
Yep, Stefan Trowbridge. Really didn't look like there was much there. But he made something out of nothing and got himself a first down. Good job, or at least a nice gain. Great job there by. Yep, that is a first down. Great job by Stefan.
Again, we're going to do a 3 wide. Number 2, Hassan, and number 6, Charbel is going to be on the left-hand side. Again, Jake Strauss going to be sitting on the left hip. It's going to be a throw, and never mind. Danny's going to try and run the ball, but he is just going to be bulldozed through by the Rams, as they are by number 20. I actually cannot see that number. Number 10, Omarion Cross is first beside his name, I believe.
Yeah, he had a couple nice plays in the first half too. The Demons are well on their way to being 2-0. They will face Warrensville Heights next week in Warrensville. They will get to see the Warrensville band, which is actually a really cool thing to watch.
Here comes the pass. It's going to be right to Charbel, but he's going to be taken down by number 21.
Good.
I am so sorry to Warrensville if I am mispronouncing. Oh, Rhodes. Sorry, Rhodes, if I'm mispronouncing any of your names. Do you indeed listen to this? Well, do you want to hear a nice little fun fact, Alan?
Yeah, let's hear it.
The Super Bowl wasn't originally called the Super Bowl. It was, in fact, called the NFL-AFL Championship game. It was only after Lamar Hunt, the owner of the Kansas City Chiefs, coined it as the Super Bowl game.
Lamar Hunt, owner of the Chiefs, his son or his family still owns that. Of course, the Chiefs play the Lions on Thursday Night Football. It's funny because the Chiefs actually participated in the first Super Bowl. And Vince Lombardi said, quote, "They're a good football team, but they're not good enough to play with the NFL." About 5-6 years later, those two leagues merged.
So it's going to be 4th and 6. Looks like they are going to go for the field goal attempt. 31 yards out. Here comes the field goal attempt. It is good.
It's good. Evil sides are usually reliable from 30-plus yards out. No exception there. And the defense tack on 3. It's 45-6.
Well, the Rhodes cheerleaders are on our side.
Yeah.
They're really energetic, actually.
They really are, yeah. It's a really good cheerleading group for Rhodes. Very boisterous, and you love to see it. You really do. I don't know if you saw, Brogan. Columbus played Cincinnati in soccer. That was back in Sunday. And Columbus won the game. And after the game, one of their players, and I can't remember who it was, said, "We showed Cincy what color Ohio is." Cincinnati goes on to play Lionel Messi and friends. Inter Miami almost beats them, but ends up losing 5-4 in penalties.
Well, Messi is considered the GOAT of
He is
soccer.
the best player of all time.
I would probably stand back that. He finally just won the World Cup for his first time in his lifetime.
Won 7 Ballon d'Ors.
Is it
which
7?
Yeah, it's 7.
Well, here comes the kickoff. It's going to be received by Carrera, but it was actually just all the way kicked to the end zone.
First
Supposed to be a
touchback we've seen. Yeah, first touchback we've seen all game.
I think so far all season. I mean, considering it's only 2 games.
Yeah, you might be right there,
I
brother.
don't think there was many last year either. Maybe 1 or 2 snuck in there.
Yeah, not many.
Well, as Alan did before, I'm going to update you on some of the conference games. Buckeye is beating Amherst 21-6 in the third quarter. Bay is beating Field 31-0 in the third quarter. Who else? Elyria Catholic is losing 13-56.
Yeah, Perkins is just running circles around those guys. I thought Catholic would certainly, just put up a better fight there. It's at their place. It's usually a very tough place to play. And I believe, is North Olmsted still trying Midview?
I will look right after this play.
Okay.
So it's going to be a handoff to Higdon. Ball will be loose, but Higdon was down just in time. He will get the first down for it.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, guys. It's just like
Sammy Salem made his first stop of the season.
It's going to be 4 wide. Here comes the handoff to Higdon again. He will trip on his own foot. And with the running clock, Rhodes is scrambling to get to their own offensive line.
Yeah, and we talked about Bay beating Field. It seems like right now it could be a little brown drug may have a lot to do with the conference standings this year.
Yeah, so Midview is currently beating North Olmsted 20-6.
Oh wow!
And what's funny on this website, they have us losing 60-45.
That's certainly not the right score. As the third quarter comes to an end, I believe.
Yes,
That
was well. The end on the third quarter, it was a pass, but he was taken down. It is still second and. Oh, never mind. It is second and 6.
Okay, well, in case you didn't hear earlier, we got some college football tomorrow. Ohio U is at San Diego State. The Aztecs and Bobcats tangling there in the West Coast. We got Texas State at Jacksonville State. I assume that's going to be played in Birmingham or Montgomery, one of the two. And then we got on Thursday, we have Florida at number 15, Utah. Purdue is at Minnesota at 8 o'clock that night. And the signature game of the day on Saturday, at least, or tomorrow, is the age-old rivalry Notre Dame versus Navy in Dublin, Ireland. This is the third time that they've played in Ireland. It was originally scheduled for 2020, but COVID, well, it screwed it up, as it did with many other things. To give you a little history, what the last time these two teams played in Ireland was back in 2012. Notre Dame didn't really show much kindness to our service members as they beat them 51-10.
So Rhodes will be going north to south. The running clock effect is still in the game. It's 45-6. Here, Figueroa looking for the pass. Intended for number 2, but was just short, and there was a flag.
There's a flag.
After
Let's see what this is about.
I don't know what the call is, but it was on Westlake.
Grant Stevens got the pressure. And that's the cool thing. You know, you get to see players that don't necessarily play. Their parents get to see them in action. Certainly something that they will treasure for a lifetime. As I have no clue what the student section is doing right now.
It's actually cheerleading. So Higdon was handed off to it, and he's going far for it. Running on the right-hand side. Nobody's in front of him, and he will score for the touchdown. So the running clock will no longer be in effect.
No, it will be.
I thought you said it's 30 minutes.
Yeah, 45-12.
True. I math is not a fun thing, is it?
It's
Again, we need Zenas up here.
We
need
somebody.
A lot of. We need a calculator.
Yeah, we do. So,
Rhodes is on the Westlake's.
we're gonna go for 2, I think.
Westlake's on the. Yeah, they will be going for the extra point. 4 wide, looking. Carreras just missed it, trying to do a one-handed catch. Just lost the grip of the ball.
With that touchdown, though, for Rhodes, it's again, you got to take these small victories when you're down by 30-plus points. It's just something that you know, it may seem small at the time, but that's something you can hold your head high on going into the next week. As the Rams look to bounce back next week on September 1st, if you believe it.
It's already September, people.
Almost. We have a week to go.
We got a couple more days.
Yeah, one of the 2. But yeah. So, like I said, Ohio U plays at San Diego State tomorrow. Bobcats coming off of a season where star quarterback Curtis Rourke, brother of Nathan Rourke, who is trying to make the roster for the Jacksonville Jaguars right now, spent the last 2 seasons with the British Columbia Lions of the CFL. Curtis Rourke certainly hoping to carve out a nice professional career for himself. Ohio won the MAC East last year before falling to the Rockets of Toledo in the MAC championship game. And that was played in Detroit, Michigan, Ford Field.
A lot of time was just wasted, still being wasted, probably over around a minute on this kickoff. Sending players on and off the field is taking a good chunk out of their time. Kicker's trying to get his stand right. And I think they may be looking for the ball. Oh, never mind. It does have it.
Certainly hope so.
Yeah, so almost 2 minutes practically wasted on that. Just trying to prepare for that kickoff.
That's okay. And really, speaking of Ohio sports, the Guardians did not really have a good day yesterday.
No, they don't. But I think they're winning today. Did they play today?
Did they play today? I don't know. I think they do. Yes, they do play today.
Here comes the kickoff. It was a quick little kick to number 35, Antonio Colon.
We called to call him his name last week. But yeah, the Guardians lost to the Dodgers and Mookie Betts, and really that kind of sums up their season.
Yeah, the Guardians are currently playing right now. It's the middle of the 7th. Guardians are leading 4-2 against the Blue Jays, actually. Or it should be the bottom of the 7th right now. And it looks like they're at the Blue Jays.
Yep, in the Rogers Center, Toronto, Canada, Ontario.
Nice little place.
Blue Jays beat the Guardians in Cleveland a few months ago. So Guardians looking to exact revenge on those guys.
Well, Westlake's going to coming from south to north. Still with Ahmed in the QB. Thrown to number 11. Shavo Rita, and he will be stopped by number 21 and 15, or 5. Van Leer and Keeman.
Yep, Van Leer making another tackle there. Rita getting his second catch of the day.
Oh, sorry, it was Stephen Trowbridge, number 11.
Well, Trowbridge has been very active on the field as well. We do apologize. As Stephon Trowbridge had a nice gain last drive that resulted in 3 points for the green and white.
3 wide. It's going to be a hand. Ahmed's going to run for the ball. He will get a gainage around 6 yards. Or actually more than 6. It's a QB run.
Nice little play up the middle there. He found himself a nice hole, made the most of it. I believe
that should be a gainage of 8.
Down. Yeah.
But Rhodes did call timeout. First of the half, right?
Yes, that's right.
First of the half. There's, as the announcer just said, there's 7 left in the game. Demons are leading 45-12. It's Demons' ball. They're currently on their own 45-yard line. And it's 3rd and 2nd down. 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Can definitely hear the Westlake's band doing their nice little chant.
Yeah, they definitely having a good day here as Westlake will start off 2-0 unless something miraculous happens.
Mike, okay.
Westlake volleyball team won last night.
It's going to be a handoff to number 35 again, but then he will be stopped by number 65, Jay Sean Parrish, who's a freshman.
His first tackle of the game.
Uh, 65. Jay Sean Parrish. Another timeout called by Rhodes.
Yep. Well, for Rhodes, they've been outscored now in 2 games, 94-19. So certainly something that they want to fix right now is they've allowed 40 points in each of their first 2 games while scoring 7 and 12 respectively.
Well, there's not much Rhodes can do left with this game.
No, there's not. And really, I think what they have to do is, they did get a few silver linings. Denaro Higdon, certainly one of them. Figueroa had some nice passes. They did get a stop on 4th down. So it's got to be something that you've got to look at for Rhodes next week. Certainly much more improvement to do. But certainly a couple things that they can hold their heads high on.
The punt is caught by number 6, but he was just absolutely bulldozed by number 62, Zaire Shelby, brother of Adonis Shelby, who actually went to states for track and field for long jumping either last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah, certainly a very accomplished athletic family. Zaire certainly looks like he's following in those footsteps.
Well, where is this ball? Oh, there's less than 5 minutes left on the game. Rhodes will be on their own 49-yard line.
They're going under 5 minutes.
Yep, do 4 wide, but it's still going to be a handoff to Higdon. Just a trail of demons on him. However, he will be stopped by number 72, Grant Stevens.
Second impactful play he's made this second half. Westlake's next home game will come against the Invaders of Normandy in 2 weeks on September 8th. Followed by a road match at Buckeye.
Yep, here comes the snap again. It's going to be a handoff to Higdon. Higdon's going to try and run on the right-hand side, but he's going to try and juke himself in the middle, and he still got away from all those demons. He did indeed get the touchdown.
Wow. Well, that's going to stop the running clock there as Higdon brings the deficit down to 27 points.
Well, I would not be surprised if they get this extra point that they go send out their varsity, score another touchdown, and just let that clock keep running.
Yeah. That'll put an end to the running clock, though, as we are under 30 points.
Timeout called either by Westlake or
injury timeout.
Oh, injury timeout. Oh, it looks like Higdon might be hurt.
Oh no. That's Higdon.
Higdon is trying to hop/run off the field right now. Honestly, he's outpacing his trainers and his coach.
You certainly hope he's okay. He seems like he was walking just fine, so certainly hope he can come back next week.
Okay, the fields are going to go back onto the team. No, Higdon just fell on his sideline. I think he might be in immense pain.
Yeah.
That sucks that it was towards the end of the game.
Yeah.
So they are going to try and go for the extra point. Or, sorry, not extra point. Two-point conversion. They're going to go 3 wide. But without Higdon, they're going to have number 5, Van Leer, in the back. A high snap. And they will be stopped by number 35, Antonio Colon.
Again. You certainly hope Higdon's okay. You hate to see anybody get hurt, and that guy's got really a big amount of potential. So you certainly hope he can come back next week, and we're really hoping that injury is not too serious. Well, Westlake starting off 2-0 for the first time since 2016. They beat in 2016 when they started off 2-0. They beat Eastlake North and Olmsted Falls. That was the last time Westlake made the playoffs and won a game. His last time Westlake made the playoffs period was 2022, but the last time they won a game was 2016 at Holland Springfield, coming back from a 41-14 deficit to win 48-41. Terrence Rose, Trey by Lois were all guys on that team. I believe was Trevor Belos.
Well, luckily, the running clock is not a thing right now, so Rhodes is taking their time with this kickoff. I don't see many people in the back. 5, 9. I don't think they're going to have anybody in the back, really, to be honest with you. Oh, something. There was a flag on the play. False start.
Full start, I believe. Let's see, who's that on?
I don't know yet. I haven't said anything. It looks like it's going to be false start on the the kicking side, kicking team, Rhodes.
Okay.
So they're going to add more penalties to the kicking. Only 5 yards though. So again, Figueroa, will be the kicker. Here comes the kickoff. A short little kick. It's going to be received by number 22, trying to hop over some people.
Had to do a little hurling move.
Yeah, that was Tamer. He was. We'll see where he was taken down at. We're on the Rhodes' 49-yard line.
So I would assume they're just going to run the ball.
Yeah, they're Westlake is practically almost right next to the team's sideline. They're going to do 3 wide. It's going to be a handoff number 32, Jake Ostrowski. He will get some yards. Ooh, nice little taunting, it seems, on the playing field. That's going to be a gain of 5. Ahmed is the QB still. So again, 3 wide. With Jake Ostrowski going to sit on his one of his hips. Don't know which one yet. Still waiting for the play call to happen. Jake Ostrowski is going to be in the back behind Ahmed. There's going to be 2:10 left on the clock. Here comes the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Jake Ostrowski. Jake Ostrowski is going to run up the middle. Going to break away from tacklers. But he's going to be taken down around 30-yard Rhodes 30-yard line. Yep. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock in the game. Westlake is leading 45-18.
And we'll start 2-0.
Hopefully. Well, a lot can happen in 2 minutes.
Usually not to that magnitude.
Well, hey, you never know.
You never know. Westlake on the road against.
And it looks like they're going to go and spike the ball. Or me. Sorry. Yep. There's me. And that's
going to do it, really.
Yeah, they're going to. Oh. Paul's yelling at his players currently. I think this will probably end the game.
Yep. Just going to snap it maybe one more time, and Westlake will walk out of here with a nice victory.
Yeah, less than 50 seconds left on the clock.
Westlake has outscored their opponents 87-46 throughout 2 games.
I think that is going
That's going to do it.
to end the game. So your Demons win 45-18. And as Alan has said multiple times, that will be the first time since 2016 that we've gone 2-0.
Next broadcast will be on September 8th versus Normandy. We hope to see you here. And should be a good heavyweight conference matchup in the Great Lakes Conference. Until then, we will see you later.
Not really done now. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the camera. Copy. And we are done for the day. Okay, copy. I got to film the alma mater.
Okay, pause whatever you're doing. Get ready for the alma mater.
Okay, what's happening now? No, sorry, it's talking to them. Sorry.
Okay, alma mater. Here we go. Ready? What's up?
Okay, great show for the Friday morning news.
2,
Gotcha.
3.
The audio question mark? Okay, copy. Okay, we are officially finished.
Hats off.